I do hope you're doing well. So you're probably thinking this is a very different video for you, and it is, my lovelies, it is indeed. But I thought, you know what, we're coming up to almost 6 months of me being on my newfound health fitness journey, whatever you want to call it, and there will be a 6-month vlog coming up that shows the real ups and downs of gym life, my lovelies. If you've been following me from the beginning, the first 3 months, I filmed every single time I went to the gym. I had the mindset, I was motivated. The first month, the weight come off. The second and third month, it started getting a little bit slower. Months 4 to 6, I'm not going to lie, have been a struggle, okay? Autumn has crept in. The dark, cold mornings have crept in. The dark evenings have crept in. The stews and the casseroles are coming, and the motivation was a-going. However, she says, I have tried to get back on it, and as I say, we're coming up to the 6 months, of which I think you'll see the vlog maybe in a couple of weeks. But I thought what I would do is, because it is actually really daunting starting the gym, my lovelies. It's daunting to think, what do I need? What do I wear? What do I have to have? And I was a novice again, restarting in April. I've gone through ups and downs with gym. I've gone through stages. I love it, then I hate it. At the moment, I'm a bit half and half. I haven't been in an actual gym for probably about 2.5 weeks. However, I've been doing a lot more classes because I find that fun. I don't see it so much as a workout, and I actually feel aches more after class, and I've really enjoyed running at the moment. So with the whole health, fitness, gym, it's finding a balance. I feel like if you go for something so long, I get very bored. And that is why I have to change things up. And as you will see through here, that is why I have to keep my bits and bobs and my accessories and my outfits bish bash bosh. I like to change things up because I get in a rut, and if I don't feel good working out, so if I don't like what I'm wearing, or I don't like something as silly, dad me water bottle, you're probably thinking, Shannon Lee, shut up. But yes, if you don't have the right mindset or something just negs you, I find, especially now with the cold mornings, nah, don't want to do it. But if I've got a cute water bottle and I've got a nice little jacket on and I'm up at 4 AM and I look out and it's pitch black, I think, yeah, let's go for a run. Very it's just ups and downs in my lovely. So I thought, I'll tell you what we'll do. I've got together all of my best bits from the gym, and also a few bits of what I would say maybe I wouldn't recommend. So if you are starting, are some of the bits just a fad? Who knows? But yes, I hope you're comfy. It's going to be a long one, and let's get in. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Like my fitness collective haul? I don't know, because it is a haul, but I'm going to be speaking to you throughout it. So yeah, make sure you've got a drink, because it will definitely be a long one. Right. I don't know where to start. This is great, ain't it? Shall we start with something that I think every gym goer, walker, runner, anything needs, and that's headphones. Headphones are essential, and I'm so thankful for my two. They have literally been my ride or dies throughout. If I go to the gym and I don't have my headphones, I don't care if I'm almost walking in there, I will do a U-turn and go back. My gym has great music, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing like being in your own little world with your headphones, okay? So I have two types of different things. If I'm just going on a walk, so say if I'm trying to get my 10,000 steps in, I don't feel like I'm going to do a run, because if I run, I need the other ones, because for some reason, I think it's because I only wear one, where I've got my trach pierced. Can you wear a headphone if you have your trach pierced? I cannot find the right position to put my headphone in, so I tend to just not wear one. I'll wear one in this ear, and this will be if I'm having a walk. So if I want to have a walk, I don't intend to listen to music. I normally listen to a podcast. My podcast go-tos are like true crime, murder. However, I do really love Shits and Gigs. Shits and Gigs, if you have not seen these on Instagram, TikTok or YouTube, go and check them out, my lovelies. They have me busting my sides. People probably think, how can she be walking and laughing her head off? I do. I literally laugh my head off at these two guys. They are blooming hilarious. And you may be walking around, and then before you know it, you're like, geez, an hour's gone, because you're just so, I just, once my headphones are in, my lovelies, I walk, and wherever I end up is where I end up, to be honest. So my little ones are basically a dupe for Apple AirPods. I don't know why I never wanted AirPods. Apple, I think, are probably great for their headphones, but I don't really rate them. When I think of like audio and headphones, there's only two brands that come to mind. First is Marshall. So as I say, these are my little ones for when I go walking. I can't, these are probably going to sync up to my phone now, but they're just little black headphones with the M in, and I'll pop one in and that's it. I'm good to go. Walking around, da 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 da. However, she says as she drops them, and I bet you these have synced up to my phone now. Everything's going to be coming through the phone. However, when I go into the gym or if I'm going on a run, my Beats. So Beats are pretty much the only headphones I've ever had from when I was about, I'm going to say 15, 16, when the very first original Beats come out. You know, the big ones. Oh, I've not broken, they do detach. The big pink ones. They used to be like this. They was huge and they was wired. They weren't even wireless. I got these, I think, a few Christmases ago. They are the limited edition Disney Beats with Minnie Mouse on. And you know what? I might go in the gym looking like a miserable so-and-so most mornings. Yes, I do. But I chuck these on and I think people just think, oh, she's a child, bless her. She's a child and I'm in my own little world, because these are noise cancelling. So it is very, you have to be careful, because many a times, if say like I see the man at the gym or whatever and he'll say hi, I'll be like, hi, and don't realise that I absolutely shout, because they're noise cancelling. So it's almost like a surround sound for your ears. You don't realise how much you're shouting. So I would say be careful of that. But yeah, Beats, I know they do the over-ear ones that like are probably good for running. They might be a better style than this, because I think they go in and they have like a clip behind. Kind of reminds me of when you used to get the headphones on the aeroplanes. Remember the ones that you used to have to clip on your ears? God, that's going back a few years. But yeah, similar to that. However, I think I might look to maybe invest in another pair of Beats. I don't know, because these used to be my editing headphones. And now for my editing headphones, I just go back to the old-fashioned, proper old-fashioned, like Apple AirPods, but the wired ones. You know what you used to get with your phone? I just chuck them in my laptop and that's my editing ones. But I do miss these for editing, so I'm thinking I might get another pair for the gym. Maybe just like a plain black pair. I don't know. They are an investment. They're not cheap by any means, I'm not going to lie. I think these little Marshall ones were 120. And I think the Beats was about 180. But for something, if you're going to use on a regular basis, like predominantly daily, I think they are a big investment. The only thing I would say, if you're running with Beats, because they are such noise cancelling headphones, don't have it loud, because you literally cannot hear anything. And obviously, if you're going running like me and 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it's not the safest thing to do, unfortunately. There is some not nice people in this world, so you have to have your wits about you. What I do with mine, especially for the one that is on my trag ear, I like have it half back so that I still have part of my earlobe available to hear, if that makes any sense. But yeah, headphones, I think, are an absolute essential. If, however, you have any other recommendations for me, please do let me know. As I say, don't sit here thinking, God, this girl knows nothing what she's talking about. That's absolutely true. I'm just telling you from a girl that's been winging it for the past 6 months. But any tips and tricks and advice is still welcome, my lovelies. So if you think there's any other headphones that I need to try, or any other stylings, brands, please do let me know, all right? I tell you one thing that I have been obsessed with, and you will remember if you've been following me through my journeys, I used to be obsessed with the, is it Lidl? I think it's Lidl protein pots. Oh, 20 grams of protein in a little pot of yogurt, vanilla flavour or chocolate. Chocolate to me is like the Aero mousse and the vanilla is like pure custard. Absolutely delightful. But you can't sit there and eat like 10 tubs of yogurt. As much as I would love to, you can't. So I was trying to find ways of getting more protein in my system. Everyone says protein shakes. Shan, you need protein shakes. Okay. I don't really like protein shakes milk-based. I just find they make me feel very sluggish and very sicky. I'm like, it's not about me. However, you will have seen these in plenty of hauls. I think I've done a dedicated My Protein haul. when I just bought absolutely everything. And it's protein, but it's clear whey isolate protein. So you mix it with water. So it's almost just like a morning juice, like a squash, which I absolutely love. I have gone through, I think, 4 tubs in 6 months. So it says on here you get 20 servings. The scoop that you get with this is huge, and sometimes a few of the flavours I've been alright using the bigger scoop, but some of the other ones, if they're quite a strong flavour, I use a little slim fast scoop, which when I've worked out, normally one of these scoops gets you 20 grams of proteins. My slim fast scoop would be an equivalent of 15 grams protein. So by having a smaller scoop, you do get more than the 20 servings. This is my current one, lemon iced tea, and oh my god, if you love iced tea, you will love this. I've had watermelon, tropical dragon fruit, peach iced tea, and orange, I believe. Is it orange or orange and passion fruit? One of them. Now, they're not exactly cheap, my lovelies, all right? A normal tub of this is around £27 to £28. They have started doing some collaborations at the moment. I think there is a Vimto range and a Jelly Belly range, which I'm not going to lie, I think I might ask for a few for Christmas, because unless they're on a sale, I'll bulk buy, but it's not really something you want to pay out on. However, I say that £27, £28, I can normally get 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the size of my scoops. So is it too bad? I don't know. For something that I can say I've consistently stuck with, that would be the protein drinks. I haven't really been consistent with my water intake throughout the whole of the 6 months, but I make sure every morning I have my protein drink. So yeah, again, if you know any others ways of getting protein in my system, maybe drink wise, or a lot of people I think use bulk. I think that's another brand that people use for protein, but as I say, I've stuck with my protein and I think I'll stick with them for quite a while. They do a lot of snacks. The snacks I was a bit hit and miss with. The cookies and the chocolate, not really my thing. The barbecue and sweet chili protein crisps, they were nice. I think they was 15 grams of protein for a little bag of crisps. They was alright. And yeah, the cookies I wouldn't really rate. I thought there was one called a gooey chocolate cookie. You broke it apart and it looked lovely, like the chocolate melted, but I don't think it was chocolate. When I ate it, it was quite a powdery substance. So yeah, I didn't really rate the snack, but there's so many flavours of these, my lovelies, as well. And also, which is what I done with a lot of them, you can get little sample sachets. So you can get a 1 serving in a sachet. I think they're about £1.20, £1.40. So if you're worried you don't want to buy a whole one because it may not be to your taste, get the little sample sachets and give it a go. As I say, I will try and leave as much as I can linked down below as well for you. Just try and help you out, alright? Right, what other bits and bobs have we got? Yoga mat. Now, this probably ain't going to be for everyone, but if you do yoga or Pilates, a good mat, my lovelies. So, I got one from Primark. I think it was about £6, a pink one. Come with a strap and everything, but it was very thin. Now, that's fine if you're only doing a little bit of mat work. You can always have another one, roll it up, and then you'll have a double layer. But if you're like me, I do Pilates every Saturday morning and you spend a lot of time on the floor. It's an hour's class. Your back hurts, okay? If I don't take this when I want to have a run up, I can feel it when I use their ones because they're literally, remember like the really thin mats you used to get with the Wii Fit? It's like that. So you need to invest, I would say, in a good mat. This one I got from Lidl. It was £10. However, I have seen, and a lot of people in my class have got one very similar from Amazon. Amazon, I think they said though, was about £18 or £20. So it is double, but I don't know if this would still be available in Lidl. And I believe this is, now did they say 10? No. I'll have to find out. Is it 1 or 2 centimetres thick? Like you can tell looking at that. Compared to, say, some of the other mats, it is a good mat. A good mat is a good class because some of the moves in Pilates, if you're on your back and you have to do some certain little twists and that, there is nothing worse than literally feeling like you're twisting your back on the floor. No protection, nothing at all. And for some reason, My hips have got quite bony lately, and when we have to do certain positions on the side, like if we do clamshells or anything, oh my god, if I don't have that mat, I just feel my hip bone like grinding against the floor, and it's not a nice feeling. Not a nice feeling at all. So I would definitely say a good yoga mat. Likewise, if say you do anything that involves weights or pump, like a body pump class, potentially circuits. I haven't got them on me because mine are actually in the wash, but weight gloves. You know, the ones that you put on to stop your calluses, because I went through a stage, never used to wear my gloves, and then I was like, oh my god, my hands are getting abysmal. They are actually getting terrible. So I've been back on my glove hype. They are in the wash currently. I think I'm going to take them on holiday just in case, because there's nothing worse than going and doing weights and it's not nice. Then you get dry skin, you get calluses, and your hands may just not end up looking all lovely and soft. So yeah, gloves, again, I would say are a big goer. And where else? Talking about like yoga and everything and Pilates, socks. And as you can see, I have quite a variety of socks. You're going to laugh at me. So if you do yoga or Pilates, my lovelies, the socks with the grippers. So these ones I got off of Amazon. I think it was a pack of 3 for £10, and you simply put your feet in these ones and they look like that on the top of the foot. They have the little grippers at the bottom, so you're not going to slide around on your mat or slide about off the thing when you go walking to get your bits and bobs. And these ones I think I got from Decathlon. Decathlon, I would say, and Amazon are probably the main places that I go for my accessories. And these little ones are just little, kind of like the footsies you get from Primark. They've got a little crisscross on the front, and again you have your grippers on the bottom. Again, they will be coming away with me on holiday, because I think my resort does sunrise or sunset yoga, which is something that I would really love to do out there. And then, if you have seen any of my Primark hauls from probably April onwards, there is not a time I go to Primark and don't pick up footsies. These are very bright ones. I think I have nearly every set of footsies that Primark offer. But they are so handy. You get 5 pairs for £3.50, I believe. So they are basically just like little trainer footsies, my lovelies. They don't show under your trainers, which is fabulous. I don't know about you. Sometimes, well, I'm going to contradict myself, because sometimes I do like having my socks on show, but majority of the time, also if you have like a low trainer, like a Converse, these are great, because as I say, it's very rare that you'll see them coming up like a normal sock. However, I do think that, I don't know what these are called. Are these crew socks, my lovelies? So they're not like fully all the way up. They're kind of like just above the ankle. But I like this. If I know I'm going to do like a heavy weight session, not a lot of running, I do like to tuck my leggings into socks. These are probably my go-to favourite ones. These were from New Look. But again, I've bought, what are they? The 5 packs from Primark. I've got plain black with all different colour trims at the top. Then I've got all different coloured ones. And then I've got ones with like rainbows on. I think I need to get an autumnal set, or maybe like a Halloween set. You know, we're coming into the season, and then I'm gonna have to, oh my god, do you think I could get Christmas gym socks? That might have to be something that I look for, Christmas gym socks. Right. Oh, I'm excited now. I'm thinking about Christmas. XxShannonLeighxx, snap out of it, girl. We'll stick along kind of like the accessory vibe. So, essentials, towels. Oh my god, my lovelies. Whew. The amount of times, if I didn't have a towel on me, would I have been embarrassed? Yes. Towels are just my saviour. Whether it's to wipe the sweat dripping off my brow, to wipe the sweat from the seat when I've had back sweat, disgusting. Or, you know, when you've been sitting down and you get like the leg bum sweat, disgusting. This is my go-to. Obviously, do not wipe down the machinery, because that is what you have your sanitizer for. But literally, to wipe your persons down, there is nothing worse than getting sweaty and realising you don't have your towel. Trust me. My towels come from Primark, Decathlon, or a place where I was very unexpectedly trying to look for bits, didn't think I'd find anything, and then come across an absolute goldmine, Home Bargains. Home Bargains, I believe the towels are £1.99 each. Primark was 2 for a £5, and Decathlon varies. You can buy them singularly or in packs, but yeah, towels are an essential. And I'm not going to lie, with towels, I do have quite a few because I do like to match some with my outfits. So I have my pink one for my pink outfits. I have plain black, and then I think I have like a blue and a green trim one. This is what I mean, my lovelies. It's all the little things that to some people might not care and might think you're just being materialistic. But for me, if I feel like I've got everything put together, in my mind, I'm more inclined to have a better workout. If I go to the gym and I'm in mix match stuff, I can't. My head just does not fathom. If I look down and say I've got, I don't know, pink joggers with a yellow top, I feel and probably look like a squashy. And then I'm not in the zone for my workout. So I do like to have a nice little few sets. As you will see, there has been plenty of AYBL, BO&TEE, GYMSHARK. So we will get onto those later. But yeah, Primark. If you're starting out, my lovelies, and you don't want to spend the money on expensive gym sets, because I'm not going to lie, gym sets are expensive. The only times I pick up BO&TEE, AYBL and GYMSHARK is if there's a sale on. I'm not paying full price for it. I'm very transparent in those vlogs because it is expensive. Like, some pairs of leggings are £36. Some sports bras are £32. I'm not paying that. I'm really not. I know, and I think from where like I've tested different brands, I know which ones I would go back to, and potentially if I needed something to pay full price, because I've tried and tested the styles and everything like that. But if you're starting off, I would really give Primark a go. The only thing I would say with Primark, I am still yet to find a squat proof pair of leggings from Primark. The sets are great. You can get a set, I think, for about £14. That would be like with a sports bra and some bottoms, but I can't fault Primark. Primark sets are normally what I go to if I'm going for a class, similar to like Pilates, where you don't have to squat, because I will be at the back of the class. If I've got to stretch, and say you do one little odd move and it's a little bit see-through, it's nothing too major. Or if I wear, say, Primark leggings, if they're not of the material and they are of the sheen style, sheen is more see-through, I find. So yeah, you just have to try, and it's all trials and tribulations, you know. But as I say, Primark, give it a go. I highly rate it. I don't discriminate against Primark. Every time I go, I always have a look. But at the moment, they don't seem to have any new bits in. I'm hoping they might get some new bits for autumn coming in. I would really like a khaki set. Really, really would love a khaki gym set. I think that's probably one of the only colours I haven't got. But anyway, my lovelies, on the topic of like accessories, hats. You know me, I always go out in my hat. If I leave the house and I don't have a hat, which I think I done on one of the vlogs, and I was in the car and I'm like, guys, I'm having a meltdown. I have forgotten my hat. I don't know what it is. I think my hat is like my comfort blanket, because when it's on, people can't really see your face, and that's what I like. So if I'm on a machine and I'm not screwing my face up and like, oh my God, you can't really see that, can you? Well, you can if I lift up. But yeah, a hat for me, essential. What would I rather forget, my hat or my headphones? Oh, that's a hard one. I'd probably rather forget my headphones. I don't know what it is. I just feel so awkward if I don't have a hat on. Like, even in my classes, it took me months until I stopped wearing a hat in class, because you can't really do some of the poses in Pilates with a hat on. Pump and circuits is fine. I like having my hat on. Last week I was all in black with my black hat because I'd injured myself, so I was in a mood. I couldn't do half the stuff, and they was like, you look like you're doing like Mission Impossible. I was all in black with my black hat, and I was just like, don't look at me, I feel weak today. So yeah, my hats are my go-tos. I don't really change where I go for my hats, to be honest. I'm pretty standard. Primark all the way. This is the one that has got me through everything. Not interested. This is my day dot hat, alright? I'm going to have a lot of love for that hat, and that is more my autumnal and winter one. I did get a few from New Look as well. New Look are slightly pricey. I think this was £8 or £9. Primark caps you can get for sometimes a £5. But I've got a pink one, which Mum's actually washed, because when I had a little accident, it got muddy. So yeah, my poor hat is ruined at the moment. She's trying to clean it. But I like ones with messages. So as I say, the black one said not interested, and this says we're going to be okay, which I like this. And my pink one is, isn't it great to be weird, or who doesn't want to be weird? I like quirky sayings. I have seen a few in H&M that I quite like coming up to autumn, but a lot of them are to do with like basketball or varsity teams and that. It's very hard to find ones with like nice slogans. So again, if anyone knows where you can get nice like baseball caps with good slogans or good like graphic designs, please do let me know, because always on the hunt. Mum says to me, your hat collection is just getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, what can I say? My hat is my comfort blanket. Hat and headphones, your girl is happy. And the last thing that I would say are kind of like accessory wise are bottles. And you're probably thinking a bottle's a bottle, but there's not. There's a lot of types. This is my beloved My Protein shaker bottle. As you can tell, it's well and truly loved because we're missing some of the letters. This is around £4 or £5. You get your shaker in it, and it is the perfect 400ml for one serving of your protein. All right, so I like this because it's easy. Just fill it to the line, give it a shake, and you are good to go. They do it in a larger bottle, which I think is more if you have the bulk inside of it, but my little scoop is 400ml, which is what that one is. Then I have, say, what I call a standard water bottle. These anywhere you can pick up. Tesco's, the bargain shops, anywhere. I like the water bottles now that you flick up. There's nothing worse than running and having to unscrew the lid to drink. It's just an absolute palaver. So yeah, any types of these where you can just lift them up, this is my go-to at the moment. And you would have seen these in my Amazon and eBay haul, running bottles. Again, when I'm running, I don't like to have too much in my hand, and sometimes like I will run and hook my fingers through this, but it really hurts my hands. So I picked these up from, I think it was eBay, 2 for £8. I got a pink one as well. It says work it out. You can get plenty of designs, plenty of styles, but a good one to hold on. It's 500ml, so that's more than enough for a run like what I do. You can grip it, it's lightweight, you can good to go. Fan dabby dozy. That's probably my best one. I'm actually going to take my pink one on holiday with me, because just in case I want to like maybe go for a run along the beach, or obviously when I go into the gym, I want to have just a nice little water bottle. And then we go on to an extreme of the big water bottles. You will have seen these everywhere, my lovelies. These are like the time goal setter ones for your water. And it's 7 AM to 9 PM. Have I completed this yet? No. I get about halfway and I'm just absolutely done. But again, you flick the top up. Oh, let's have a look. Pull it over. It's quite stiff. It's still a new one. And you've got your little top on it. So these are fab. I do want to try and get into this more once I'm back off holiday drinking the water, but it's hard because you're always ending up going a wee-wee. Always going a wee-wee. But yeah, these are good for motivation, as I say. Still want to try and get back into it, but you couldn't run with this. Can you imagine? I took this once when I done my classes on a Saturday, and I got about half of it. But then by that, I was just had enough. I'd had enough. I thought, nope, no more water for me. I'm done. I come back and I was just like, I need liquids, but I can't have that. So sometimes I do actually have 2 of my protein drinks a day, which I don't think is bad for you. Don't take my advice on that. I probably should read up on that. But yeah, sometimes I do have a couple. Now, I've been rabbiting a while. What I'm going to do, let's take a little break and then come back and we can go into like the clothes and the brands and gym bag essentials. Right, so a gym bag is your ride or die, okay? I have had this for many, many moons. My little Adidas one. And you know what? It's not done me any harm. It has not done me any harm at all. And oh my God, I found my gym card. And a hair bobble. Right, my lovelies, I have not been able to find my gym card for ages because I was using a slightly larger bag from Primark. Where's your card, Shan? I don't know, I've just been using the app on my phone. Why don't you check your old gym bag? Found it! But luckily with my gym, I go to an Everyone Active. You have the app, so I've just literally been clocking in with my thing. But good job that is there. So of course your card is essential if you don't have an app. And also I always keep a scrunchie in the side just in case it gets a bit much. Or say if you're running, your hair's in a bun or whatever and you feel it start getting loose, nothing worse. Put a scrunchie on and you're good to go. Now, my essentials. I would always normally have my headphones in there. What have we got in it? An anti-bac. Anti-bac is essential, my lovelies, okay? Stop all them germs. I have a cheap perfume in here. This is the one I think I got off Cherries. But normally, if not, I have my little ones from Primark chucked in here. I have lady wipes because, you know, after showering we need to freshen up and stay clean. And then I have a little what I call medicine bag. As we all know, with my hypoglycemia, I have to be careful because if I go a bit OTT, there is a very good possibility that I'm going to pass out and have a hypoglycemic attack, which I don't really want. So this is kind of a mixture of everything and anything. I have my fast action glucose tablets. You would have seen these. Canon, there we go. You would have seen these from Boots. I have that. I also have the Lift fast acting glucose shot. So if I'm feeling a little shaky when I'm working out, I have one of these. If I feel like, Shan, you need to stop. Sometimes it's after my second class on a Saturday. Before I go into circuits, my body's kind of like, you haven't had anything apart from water. Like, come on. This is great. These are about £1. This is about £1.50, I think. I also keep in here the brand SIS. These are glucose shots. These are really good, and I had these when I done my charity run, if you remember last year. But these are, again, like instant glucose. You get them from Boots, and I think around £1, £1.20. And then I just keep some mints and some chewing gums. So I've got some spearmint chewing gums, good old Primani. Canon just doesn't want to focus, wants to focus on the eye mask for some reason. I've got some strawberry extra, in case I want a little flavour. And I've also got some tree ball mints, some spearmint chew. So yeah, this is kind of like my little medicinal pack. And then what else do I have in here? Deodorants. Deodorants and roll-ons. So we've got the Lynx. You know, this is the man's one that I absolutely adore. And then also my Mitchums. The ones that I thought I was picking up the women's and ended up picking the men's. Standard Shannon. The only other things sometimes that you will find in there will of course be my headphones, my water bottle I normally carry, and then sometimes my gloves, because you definitely need to have your gloves if you're doing weights. And so there's nothing worse than having rough hands. Now, I haven't used these a lot of the time, but I thought I'd show them to you because I think it could be helpful for people if you do suffer like me. I don't know about you, but if I do a heavy leg day, my knees, it won't be any other part of my leg, like my calves or my hamstrings, my thighs, nothing. My knees take impact, and I don't know why, because I never used to have problems with my knees. I noticed as well when I started running a bit more, my knees started a little bit achy because I feel like they was taking the brunt. Like running on the concrete is a lot different to running on a treadmill. On the treadmill you kind of get like the bounce and the buoyancy, whereas concrete is like, it's heavy and you end up plodding along. So it is knee patches. Again, you would have seen these on my Amazon and eBay haul. I will leave them linked down below as well. These are great. Do your leggings or your shorts, whatever you do, or you might not even have like shorts long enough to cover it and you just put your knee pads on. Really good. I do notice the difference when I run in these the next morning. I'm not as achy. They don't feel as terrible, which again goes hand in hand with the protein drink. Because I think by having the protein, you stop the muscles aching, or it helps to rebuild the muscles quicker. Everything is like swings and roundabouts in it. Yes, I'm in my pyjama bottoms. You're thinking, Shan, are you in pyjama bottoms? Yes, I am. My lovelies, I just want to be comfy. I want to be comfy while I'm talking to this about you. Right. Let's go. Right, what shall we start with clothing-wise? Because I've actually got a large selection of clothes. Tops. We'll start with tops. So, we'll start from the under going out. Sports bras or crop tops, let's just say. There's a few different variations that I go for. So, these are from Primark. These are £5 and they're called their low impact crop tops. These are great if I'm doing classes and I'm not doing anything like running up. If I'm just having a walk, these are great for walking. If I'm doing Pilates, these are great. and to some degree they're great for body pump. If, however, you're doing circuits or something that's like very exerting and you have slightly big girls, probably not the greatest. But yeah, these are like £4 or £5. They are my go-to. If I'm just having a little casual walk, put it on, put a little jacket, you're good to go. These I tend to wear more when I'm in the gym. If I'm literally just doing weights and say a little bit of cardio on the treadmill, these do have some type of support, but they're perfect for weights. These again are from Primark. You normally get a pack of 2 for about £6, and they're just really cute little tops. I like the backs of them. I mean, it just gives it a little something, doesn't it? Again, these are great for Pilates, pump, anything that I would say, I don't know, like star jumps or you're overexerting. If you're like me and the girls are a little bit bigger, you might have to wear, like, I've worn these before with like a strapless bra underneath just for that extra support in case, because you don't want anything exposing, do you? However, if you are doing bits that are going to be overexerting, I really recommend this. So this is from Gymshark. I tested and trialed a few sports bras from Gymshark. My go-to one, however, is my Decathlon one. If you remember from my very, very first fitness vlog, that's actually in the wash at the moment because I've been loving life with that. This as well is a zip up, which a lot of the bras are over the head, but I actually really like the fact that this is a zip up. And also with the back, you've got a nice little design there. And if you want even more support, so if I feel like I'm not just going to go for a run, like I really want to run, you can get away with wearing a strapless bra under this, because where you have the thick mesh band at the back, you won't see your bra. This, however, I think I got mine in the sale, but full price I think is about £32 to £34, which is pricey. However, for something that, if you go to the gym quite a lot, it is an investment because you are going to get your money's worth. I feel there is nothing worse than going to the gym and just not feeling supported, because you are constantly worried of a flash or a nip slip or anything like that. And also it hurts. If you've got big girls and you're running, obviously they move, they bounce. If you run for a if you run for a prolonged period of time, they can get really sore because the tissue is obviously moving and it might not be natural to be going that fast for say 45 minutes or whatever it is, who knows. But yeah, it can sometimes be really sore and make them tender. So support for your girls, I think, is a good one, my lovelies, alright? I really do think it's a key point. If we're going in terms of like, what should we do? Outerwear? You need to have, right, I can't actually show you because again, they're in the wash. I've got a long sleeve 3/4 zip fleece from Decathlon. I will leave it linked down below. You would have seen it in previous vlogs, in reflective orange and black. They are perfect for running, especially in the dark now. My my peach one is worn all the time. It's reflective, it's got the zip up. The inside is like a thermal lining as well, so it keeps you warm. Absolutely great. And hoodies. You know me, my Shein hoodies are my go-to, with a nice little slogan message on the back. They're not too thick, so that you're not going to get so overheated. They're a nice weight, let's just say, and cheap and cheerful. I think they're £9. You get a hood, you get a pocket, you're good to go. I also would say, in terms of like the reflective fleece, this one I picked up from AYBL in the sale. This is more of a fleecy fleece. So the other one is like a lurexy one for running. This is a fleecy fleece. These are great for the autumnal season when it's not hot enough to just say go out in your crop top on that, but it's not cold enough to have a full-blown jacket. A fleece, I think, is a very nice counter middle part, you know, and also a really oversized jumper. These are key for when it is time of the month and you cannot think of anything worse than being in tight leggings. Or if you're in a tight legging, you don't want to be in any form of crop top that shows your belly. An oversized jumper is what you need. And when I say oversized, I mean oversized. This one was from Gymshark. Again, I picked it up in the sale. I think I paid £12 and it was supposed to be about £25. You haven't got to spend a fortune on like fleeces and especially like big oversized sweats. Go to Primark men's, get a couple of sizes up. So I don't know, if you go for a man's, what would I normally go for? A large? Something that's long enough to cover your bum, so that, you know, if it is the time of the month or you're just not having a good day, but you want to go and get it out of your system at the gym and get all your demons and whatever out of it, because sometimes exercise is really good for mental health. I would say that's probably one of my main reasons I started again, because you can get all of your anger, everything out, let everything go in the gym, but you still want to be comfy. So if you're not feeling comfortable in yourself, and I've shown it all in my vlogs and everything, there are days when we have bloats and we can't do nothing about it. So having something like that is kind of our comfort blanket. That with me hat, I probably look like a right unsociable git, but I just go there and you just get it out your system and be done with, all right? Tops. Again, you probably think, Shan, there's no different tops. There are. I quite like a muscle back top now. This is my one from when I used to go to the gym many, many moons ago. I used to do boxer size. And I actually done boxer size with the man that I was talking about earlier. And he still wears his. I haven't yet worn mine back to the gym. So I'm thinking I might wear this when I come back off holiday. When I'm all nice and brown. And I can be like, look at my tan as well. And you all know these are my go-tos from Primark. £4, just the normal cut sleeve t-shirts. I probably have these in nearly every single colour that they have. You can't go wrong. It's from Primark's Work It Out range. They're about £4. They're mesh, so they're breathable. They've got all the little holes in there. Absolutely love them. Can't go wrong. And then this is where I tried Shein and I thought, you know what? Let's get a pair of leggings. Let's get a pair of shorts. And before you knew it, I have got addicted. Shein, my lovelies, they're Gymwear, next level. I am just showing you a few of the pieces because you would have seen these in hauls and the fitness vlogs and everything like that. So I will just show you, but if you want to see them in more detail, I will leave down below linked the fashion try on playlist and also the time to get in shape playlist. I'll also leave that as a card somewhere at the end for you. But Shein shorts, fabulous. I kind of like this leopard print. So they might look short, but they're not. They come down to my knee. They've got the little ruching on the bum. You have an extremely thick waistband. And you know what? I absolutely love them. I've got them in pink and blue. And then legging wise, oh, this is the standard legging, which is kind of just like a mottled effect. But you know me, my lovelies, my favourite legging design is the lightning style. Lightning all the way. I've got them in blue, black, grey, lilac. I do have quite a few, but you know what? They've got the little ruche on the bum, the nice thick waistband. They make the booty pop. And we're all here for a little bit of help, aren't we? And the few other brands, as I say, AYBL, BO&TEE and GYMSHARK. I'm going to be honest with you. GYMSHARK, you know from my reviews, I don't rate them for their leggings. Especially not in the ranges that I've picked up. If I potentially got some where they are the thicker material, my opinion may change. But I'm not paying £80 for a gym set. And whenever they have their sales, it's never of the thicker quality stuff. It is always like the sheeny bits and bobs. However, the sports bras are really good. Like the crop tops, you can't go wrong. The leggings and shorts, I would say, see-through if you are getting the shiny style, let's just say. And then my second lot is BO&TEE. Now, I love BO&TEE, and if you saw my haul, you would know I absolutely loved this style top. It's like a little halter neck, fabulous. The only thing I would say with this, it looks great, but do not do anything that overexerts the girls, because I had major panic in Pilates that when I went over to the side, boop, I was actually going to have an expose disaster. So I would probably say with BO&TEE, stay away from the halter necks if you do have some like quite large girls, because I just didn't feel the cups supported me at the side. However, if you're maybe like not as large on the chest, that would actually probably be very flattering and very lovely for you. I just get them with the matching shorts, matching biker shorts. Get leggings as well, but I tend to go more BO&TEE with the shorts. And my lovelies, we're going to end it on, you know what I'm going to say, my favourite brand from what I've tried in Gymwear. You know what I'm going to say, AYBL. AYBL, AYBL, however you say it, blooming love them, okay? And my two favourites so far are my blue set. So I've got a nice little one. Sports bras. It's all just the quality, my lovelies. They are thick. Thick, thick, thick. You're not going to have any nip slips. You're not going to have any squatting problems. Because look, they're that thick material. You've got the thick waistband. I love the ombre set, which is what this is. And also, I have it in what they call a brick design. As I say, I will leave the fitness playlist link down there and up above because AYBL will be the one that I will gravitate to. If I need new gym wear, they are my first point of call. Again, they are pricey, but pick them up when they're on a sale. Sign up to the newsletter, my lovelies, and you'll always get that notification, which when I get that notification, I'm sitting there for next day at like 10 AM like, come on, I need to get those bargains. Well, my lovelies, I've been all waffling on for a while, ain't I? But that is all of my things done. My things, my essentials, my go-tos, and my not so much go-tos. Shall we round up this video? So I do hope you've enjoyed this. As I say, slightly different, but I thought because we're coming up to the 6 months and the vlog will be up before or maybe after this, I just wanted to give a little update of it because as I say, it can be daunting and I just kind of had to wing it, and I'm still winging it even now. But with Gymwear especially, because it can be expensive to buy, it's still even pricey in the sales. I would like to think maybe by me giving some advice it helps you guys, because I wouldn't want you to go out and waste your money. Let me do that. Let me be the guinea pig, and as I say, if there's any other brands that you think I need to try, let me know down below. But I don't want to rabbit on and waste any more of your day, my lovelies, alright? If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment, anything you think I need to try. What was your favourite part of this? Have you been following me on my fitness journey way back in April? And if you have, much love. Any comments, tips, advice, what I need to do, let me know down below, alright? Take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys!